Welcome to Recap World. Stop scrolling because we're diving headfirst into the ultimate heist franchise, where nothing is what it seems, and the closer you look, the less you see. If you thought you followed every twist in the plots of Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too, think again. This is the exhaustive, rapid-fire plot recap of the Four Horsemen. The entire saga begins when four incredibly talented, yet disparate, street magicians each receive a mysterious, anonymous tarot card invitation. This summons brings them together a year later as the global phenomenon known simply as the Four Horsemen. Leading the team is the quick-witted, arrogant illusionist, J. Daniel Atlas, a master of advanced card manipulation. Alongside him is Merritt McKinney, a practiced mentalist and hypnotist who can effortlessly bend minds to his will. Henley Reeves, an escape artist specializing in elaborate, dangerous stunt work, provides the thrills. Finally, the young Jack Wilder rounds out the crew, a hustler whose skills include lightning-fast sleight of hand, lock-picking, and forgery, using his card-throwing ability to distract and disarm. These four are brought together sponsored by the wealthy Arthur Tressler. The Horsemen's premiere performance in Las Vegas is spectacular. They claim they will rob a bank across the globe right before their audience's eyes. They select a man from the audience, appearing to teleport him to his personal vault at the Crédit Républicain Bank in Paris. Moments later, millions of euros are stolen and showered upon the audience, a shocking torrent of currency. The authorities, led by FBI agent Dylan Rhodes and Interpol agent Almadre, are immediately on the Horsemen's tail, constantly clashing with Thaddeus Bradley, a former magician turned professional magic debunker. Bradley correctly analyzes that the vault itself was never physically breached. That was the ultimate misdirection. The real trick was that the Horsemen intercepted an armored truck carrying freshly minted money before it reached the bank. They replaced the real currency with counterfeit bills made of flash paper, a material that burns clean with smoke and no residue. When the audience member was teleported to the vault, the real money was already secured, and the Horsemen simply ignited the flash paper on the floor of the bank vault via a hidden exhaust system, making it appear empty overnight. The Horsemen escalate their mission in their second massive performance in New Orleans. This time, they openly target their own sponsor, Arthur Tressler, known for his predatory insurance practices. Merritt uses his hypnosis skills to select Tressler and guide the audience. The Horsemen then publicly hack Tressler's bank accounts, electronically transferring his colossal $140 million fortune. Crucially, they don't keep the money, they redistribute it directly to the bank accounts of audience members who were previously denied insurance payouts by Tressler's company following Hurricane Katrina. The second heist triggers an intense multi-agency manhunt led by Rhodes and Dre. During a desperate car chase, Agent Rhodes orders his fellow FBI agents to leave the surveillance van, ostensibly to pursue the magicians on foot, but this was calculated sabotage. In reality, this provided the perfect opportunity for the Horsemen to plant surveillance bugs, allowing them to track the FBI's every move. Later in the pursuit, Jack Wilder is cornered by Rhodes in an apartment building. Jack attempts a daring escape using his quick reflexes and sleight of hand to stage a fiery car wreck with a double, apparently killing him. Before following Jack's escape route, Rhodes briefly pauses to stare at a safe belonging to the long-dead magician Lionel Shrike. Jack's death, however, serves as the ultimate misdirection, convincing the authorities that the Horsemen are diminished and that the threat is contained. The remaining Horsemen perform their final grand performance in New York, the goal of which is to steal millions stored in an elaborate safe supply by Elkhorn Security. Following the theft, the Horsemen plant the stolen millions directly in the trunk of Thaddeus Bradley's car. Bradley is arrested and framed for the crimes, a bitter irony for a man who made his career exposing the tricks of others. The ultimate plot twist is then revealed. Dylan Rhodes, the FBI agent leading the investigation, is the true mastermind and the secret fifth horseman. Rhodes reveals his true identity as the estranged son of Lionel Shrike, a magician who was ruined professionally by Thaddeus Bradley and then died in a failed underwater escape trick 30 years prior. Shrike drowned because the safe provided by Elkhorn Security was faulty, and his life insurance claim was denied by Tressler's company. The entire mission was orchestrated by Dylan as a multi-layered revenge plot, targeting the key players who caused his father's death: Elkhorn Security, Tressler's Insurance, and Thaddeus Bradley. The crucial element of the final stage was Jack Wilder's faked death. Jack used his masterful sleight of hand to stage his accident, allowing him to work secretly, infiltrate the Elkhorn safe, and plant the money necessary to frame Bradley. Rhodes, having completed his elaborate revenge, meets Interpol agent Dre, who agrees to keep his secret, and then welcomes the Horsemen into the Eye, a legendary ancient secret society of magicians dedicated to justice. Now You See Me Too, the Horsemen Atlas, Merritt, and Jack resurface a year after their debut, having lived in hiding under the covert guidance of Dylan Rhodes. Escape artist Henley Reeves is replaced by the illusionist Lou LeMay, specializing in macabre and edgy practical effects, joining the core team. The Horsemen attempt a major comeback performance in New York, planning to expose a corrupt tech mogul, but their show is dramatically hijacked and sabotaged. They are captured and magically transported, ending up in Macau, China. There, they are confronted by Walter Mabry, a tech prodigy and billionaire, and the child of Arthur Tressler, seeking vengeance for his father's financial ruin orchestrated by the Horsemen in the first film. Mabry forces the Horsemen to steal the Octa, a powerful data decryption chip capable of controlling every digital device globally. Dylan Rhodes, desperate to protect his team, takes a monumental risk, temporarily releasing Thaddeus Bradley from prison, seeking his expertise as a debunker to anticipate Mabry's moves. The Horsemen execute an incredibly intricate heist inside a highly secure Macau facility to steal the Octa chip. The device is concealed within a standard playing card, laminated between its layers. The sequence relies entirely on rapid, choreographed sleight of hand. Jack Wilder and Daniel Atlas, masters of card manipulation, work in concert to keep the card moving constantly between them, performing a complex routine of passes and misdirection under heavy surveillance. They manage to navigate the chip past security checkpoints and into their possession without the guards ever realizing they were holding the objective. After the successful heist, Atlas meets Mabry and Dylan intervenes, but Mabry reveals his ultimate plot. He locks Dylan in a large safe and drops it into the water, precisely recreating the circumstances of Lionel Shrike's death. Mabry explicitly states this act is revenge for his father, Tressler. Dylan manages to escape the sinking safe, guided by his father's legacy, and reunites with the Horsemen. Upon regrouping, Jack quickly discovers that the chip they stole is a fake, a sophisticated decoy, and the team, realizing they've been played, hatches a plan to use the deceit against Mabry. The Horsemen and Dylan travel to London for their final grand illusion. They are quickly captured by Mabry and Tressler, who retrieve the chip. Mabry checks the device and, to the Horsemen's surprise, declares it to be the real Octa chip. Mabry and Tressler proceed to boast about their upcoming plans for global digital control, confident in their victory. However, the Horsemen escape Mabry's private jet and reveal that the entire capture was part of their final act. The chip Mabry verified as real was, in fact, an advanced surveillance and communication device. The ultimate misdirection was not the stealing of the chip, but the performance of a secret recording device. Mabry and Tressler's entire conversation, outlining their criminal activities and conspiracy, was secretly recorded and then broadcast globally during the Horsemen's final performance. Daniel Atlas, in a spectacular use of visual effect magic, appears to stop the rain over the audience, adding spectacle to the public exposure of the villains. Arthur Tressler and Walter Mabry are apprehended, their fortunes and credibility destroyed. In the film's final sequence, Dylan Rhodes and the Four Horsemen are summoned to the Greenwich Observatory to meet the leadership of the Eye. The ultimate secret is laid bare. Thaddeus Bradley is revealed not as Shrike's nemesis, but as his closest partner and the current Grandmaster of the Eye. Their public rivalry had been a lifetime-long collaborative act designed to constantly push each other to higher levels of illusion. Thaddeus explains to Dylan that the entire journey, Dylan's revenge plot, his infiltration of the FBI, and the Mabry challenge was a necessary, complex initiation process orchestrated by the Eye. Dylan has proven himself worthy of his father's legacy and of the Eye's trust. Thaddeus chooses him as his successor, and the Four Horsemen are fully inducted into the clandestine organization, ready to carry out the Eye's missions of righteous justice under his command. Now you know the whole story, but remember the first rule of magic. The closer you look, the less you see. If you liked this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We pull back the curtain on the most complex narratives every week. Tell us in the comments what cinematic illusion we should debunk next. Don't blink or you'll miss the next reveal.